Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another awesome episode of On the Throttle with Jacqui Van Ham. My buddy Josh Trokey out here bringing you all of the breaking news going on out here in motorcycles and power sports. But this week, I've got a very special show for you. Josh and I both have curated very thoughtful holiday gift guide for the motorcyclist in your life. And we've got all sorts of great gifts today. I know I always say every week is a really good episode, but this week I really extra mean it. It is a really good, very fun episode. We've curated some really cool things. I have definitely got some gifts that are like real necessities, kind of like socks and underwear, but for motorcycling. And then there's also just some really fun and wild stuff on here as well. So you're not going to want to miss it. But before we dive into this great holiday gift guide episode, we're going to have a word from our show sponsor. Well, alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Josh and I both curated some very cool lists of awesome gifts for the motorcyclist in your life, guy or gal, power sport enthusiast in general. All of these gifts apply. So let's go ahead and dive on in. My first gift that I'm going to talk about, this I thought was really cool. This is the Stockton Roadside Toolkit, and look at all of the rad tools in this kit. This has a little bit of everything. This is designed by the folks over at Revzilla, which every single darn person I've met that works at Revzilla is a motorcyclist or power sport enthusiast. So there is no slouch in this toolkit. These are all like very needed, very important things, all the way down to vice grips and fuses. There's everything you need in here. I thought this was just very cool, Josh. I know you love really like practical gifts. What do you think about the Stockton Roadside Toolkit? And even better, it's on special right now. Again, this is the folks over at Revzilla. It is on special for $49.99. Normally it runs for $80.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's got the pouch. It's everything that you want. Throw it in, under the seat, in a saddlebag, wherever. You can fix anything you need to and be good with it. So yes. So I like how you curated gifts for everyone. I curated gifts for me. You're thinking of everyone else. I curated gifts for me. I am going to talk. First thing on this is the Cardo Packtalk Edge for me. It's not that anyone wants to talk to me, but I do occasionally like to have some music in my helmet. The other thing is I don't necessarily want to be staring at my GPS the whole time. And there has been so many times where my GPS is down there just blinking at me going, dude, you missed your turn. Whereas if it was yelling at me in my ear, it would have been so much easier. Would have saved me time, effort, gas, and I may not have had to push my bike to that next gas station. That being said, it's got a noise canceling microphone. So that way, if you're someone that someone would actually want to call, you can use that. It's got music streaming. You can share music with friends if you have those. I wouldn't know what that's like. Once again, it is also waterproof. So when someone like myself dips their head in the water because they ran out of talent, it is going to survive that. So that is my first me gift. What is the next gift you are going to give someone else here, Jacqui?
I'm going to go ahead and jump on in here and also give you a high five for that Cardo Packtalk. I do personally run those in my helmets, and they're great. The best comms unit I have ever used, hands down, powered by JBL speakers, all the good stuff. Bravo. That is a great, much needed gift. Not that I ever want to talk to you while we are out riding motorcycles together, which is going to happen sooner or later, Josh. It's going to happen, but that way I can play my music loud enough. Well,
it has a 15-mile range, so when you're 12 miles behind me, you can still hear.
Dang! Woo! Josh bringing the heat today on the gift guide. Wow, it got savage. That's not very holiday spirit. That's all I gotta say. All right, so my second gift for today's show is this very cool mount. Again, I personally rock and own one of these. This is Dango design. It's a gripper mount, and it literally just is like a great big rubber claw that you clip to the front of your full face helmet, and it holds GoPro. So that way you can record some of these fun adventures that you are out having. I love that it does not like screw, stick, bolt, poke holes. You don't have to modify anything in order to use this. It just grips with this super powerful rubber grip to anything you could clamp it on. Now, normally you use it in the front of your helmet, which is also a perfect point of view for riding. But I've absolutely used this and clamped it onto handlebars and all sorts of other places, just in a pinch if I needed to grab some video real quick. I absolutely love this, and it is a great $49.99 gift. You can find it, just type Dango design into the old Google machine, or you can find it over on Amazon. Josh, what do you think about that?
I do not need any more evidence of how badly I'll be riding. So I may not get one of those, but it's a great gift idea for so many people. So many people can use that. So you mentioned, ironically, you mentioned my next gift that everyone should have a set of, and it's underwear. Because there's two reasons behind this. First off, if you look here, no, this isn't radioactive. It is, however, heated. There are a ton of things out there. Plus, if you get new underwear, there's a pretty good chance you should always have on clean underwear in case you have to go to the hospital. So with these being new, they should be clean. The fact that these are heated, I have some heated undergarments myself. I absolutely love them because I will ride all winter long and go out there when it's dumb degrees out. And this stuff is an absolute lifesaver because I am a freeze baby. The biggest thing that I see with stuff like this too, though, is when you're cold on a bike, you're focused on how you're cold and not on what you're doing. So to have something like this, most bikes anymore have enough stator on them in order to supply plenty of juice for stuff like this. The stuff I have is actually USB powered. So it plugs right in where your phone would go in. I've got it wired in. It's great. The only thing that I will tell you, it's like anything else like this. Do not forget to disconnect it when you go to get off the bike. Ask me how I know that one. But overall, these things work really, really well to take that edge off of that cold for you. So I'm surprised it's winter now, so I'm surprised you do not have a set on currently, Jacqui. I don't know if you do or not, while you sit there on the couch.
I do have a thermal layer on.
But is it heated or no?
Yeah, no. This is just regular, but I'm telling you, I'm going to click over as soon as we wrap this show up and go look at those because I support that 110%. Once you go in your car, heated seat, heated steering wheel, there is no going back. Once you go heated grips on a motorcycle, there is no going back. So I support all of the heated things and stuff. I am also a cold weather baby. I totally agree with you on that one. So good looking out. Did you have any specs on how much that stuff costs or where to get it from? And it looks like if you control with an app.
There's a huge range out there. There is motorcycle specific stuff, and I've seen that all the way up to $400. There is stuff as cheap as $30-$40. Now, granted, it's not the warmest, but it will give you some added heat. There is a wide range out there, anyone from Revzilla to Amazon to wherever you want to look. Find heated garments, but make sure that they are somewhat of a sporty thing because you want to be able to wick the water out. If you get a little sweaty, you do not, first off, you don't want to short out. Second off, you want to make sure that water gets away from you.
Or even better, go to your local dealer and ask them if they have some heated and technical undergarments.
I'm sure they can order something for you.
Exactly. Now, before we jump into the second half of our gift guide, we do have a mid-show partner. Let's go ahead and get a message from them, and then we'll be right back with more awesome moto gifts.
What's up, dealers? Ever feel like those online Karens are revving up your stress levels? I'm Joe here with another pit stop pointer to help you sell more fun. Don't ignore the online Karens. Reply to all reviews, good, bad, or ugly. Never go tit for tat. Got an irritated customer? Move that conversation offline ASAP. Tackling those reviews head on can turn a 1-star flop into a 5-star win. Intrigued? Click the link and let's turbocharge a review game together. Stay tuned for more pit stop pointers.
Thanks again, Pit Stop Pointers. Now, my next gift for our Moto gift guide, I know Josh is in the same boat. So we ride dirt bikes over my neck of the woods also. Particularly, we take the camper van out, we go to off-road parks, and we go ride dirt bikes. And it drives me bananas to load dirty bikes back into the van where we have to live and eat and sleep. It just drives me bonkers. So I am obsessed with the idea of being able to have some sort of washing, cleaning situation happening. I know, that's right. I am that retentive for the dirt bikes in particular. So this I saw online and thought this was the coolest thing. And this is a Ryobi powered, I'm going to say pressure washer, but it's not like it's not going to take the paint off your house, but it's like a light washer. You can connect it to a standard hose, but it also has a 2-liter bottle adapter. Look at that on your screen right now. Get a big eyeful of that. So that's just like a 2-liter of soda pop they've emptied out and put water in. And you can use that with a little maybe like cleaner in it to go ahead and wash the dirt off of your wheels, off of your chains, off of your dirt bike before you load it. I love this. This is so trick. I'm obsessed. I'm totally buying this for myself. Again, this super neat kit is $100 and some odd change, and you can find it over at Ryobi or at one of your like big box stores. These are floating around. Josh, are you going to give me grief for wanting to clean a dirt bike, or are you going to lean into this?
No, but the way you said it, all I could picture was some dirt bike kid washing his bike off with Mountain Dew. With that, I to me, the big advantage of that is with pressure, you don't have to use nearly as much water. So you might be able to wash a bike with 2 or 3 2-liter bottles. I think it's a great idea because loading muddy bikes is terrible. That's why I just ride mine everywhere.
You win. I do not. I usually have to transport them. Okay, what's your next gift?
We do things differently when it comes to a lot of that. You go further than I do. I do not want to ride the DRZ 300 miles. Nonetheless, I was able to hear what you said, because in most cases when I am on my bike, even though it has a stock exhaust, I have earplugs in. To me, to buy earplugs for someone as a gift, is a great gift because first off, they're inexpensive. Second off, prolonged exposure to any loud noise is going to damage your hearing. And if nothing else, you end up with tinnitus, which is just a terrible, terrible thing to never hear silence again. So to me, I almost always have earplugs in because, like I said, I do not want to listen to 70 miles an hour of air whistling past my head. I am perfectly fine with it being quieter. You close the helmet, it's quiet in here. I feel like I'm in my own little space. I am 90% of the time riding with earplugs in, and that's why I usually suggest them to other people. The same thing as with the underwear. No, we're not wearing these like underwear, but what I am going to say is, as with the underwear, these also, I have noticed, help reduce a ton of fatigue, keeping you aware longer. I'm pretty sure that after this episode, Jacqui is going to order some earplugs for herself for whenever I'm talking.
I was just going to say, I have a set right here that I can't wait to slap in so I don't have to listen to you anymore. No, all jokes aside, I am in the same boat. I also ride with earplugs and strongly encourage people, even with a comm system and a full face helmet, I throw plugs in there too in order to knock down that wind noise and that droning sound and protect your hearing. You only get usually 2 pairs of ears, so you got to protect them out there. I totally agree. But also, you cheapskate, that is the cheapest gift I've ever heard of in my life. You better be buying a huge box for somebody of like a $20 box to make that an actual gift. But
we've met. That's what I would do.
I know. My next gift is actually a 2-parter, my next gift, but we'll just go one at a time. My first gift, and I get this a lot from people, and I know, Josh, you get it too because we both ride motorcycles, and all jokes aside, theft is real. Motorcycle theft, power sports theft, ATV, UTV, side-by-side theft, anything on wheels theft is kind of going through a bit of a situation right now, and is just a total bummer. And I get asked all the time, like, what is your recommendation of how to slow this down, how to stop this, particularly for folks that don't have a lockable garage? And I stand by this. I stand my ground on this. Now, the part 2 of this is the better version, but this is the beginning of it. Like I said, it's a 2-parter. My first thing is, if you can't see it, you're much less inclined to steal it. So I think that approximately $80 to $120 cover is just a terrifically smart investment. They're making them nice now. They're making them temperature proof. They're making them so you can run cables around the bottom and lock them so the cover doesn't come off, so people can't peek underneath it and see what you got. I am a firm believer in this. I just grabbed this one from Nelson-Rigg. They make lots of cool stuff. They make luggage. They make covers. It's what they do. And like I said, the price tag for these, for this particular one, is in between like $109 to $125. It depends on the size of your motorcycle and what kind of bells and whistles it comes with. Josh, how do you feel about motorcycle covers in general or as a gift?
I actually even use one in my garage just because of the fact sometimes I've got to cut a board. And rather than having to turn the motorcycle into this giant dust collection system, it's just cover the thing up real quick and you're done. And the same thing, like you said too, out of sight, out of mind. If it's one more step someone has to do to yank that thing, they're probably going to walk away.
Yep, I agree. And that's a really, really good point. I totally forgot about that. Yes, I did have a super dusty storage space, and having covers on everything just takes one less step to getting the bikes out the door, having to dust them off, wipe them down, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's a yes for me, as well as dust, getting into your fork seals, blah, 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 making a mess. Anyway, so I support all of that. So what is your next gift, Josh?
What would you say if I said I was going to buy you a Yamaha TDM 850? I mean, that bike has never been here in the US. And here's one right now. One of my favorite bikes that I've ever owned personally is the KTM Duke 2. And I also have a C2 XP that I've always wanted. So the KTM I actually have owned in full size, not just the model here. But nonetheless, models like this, and if we pull up the slide, look at this thing. This is a quarter scale Ducati Panigale. I mean, talk about a cool thing. I mean, so to me, I mean, I will ride throughout the winter, albeit less than I do in the summer. There's days where I look outside, like today, it is 36 degrees and raining, and I'm thinking, nah, no thanks. I would sit here and play with this thing for hours on the living room floor. So if for the motorcyclist in your life, if you want to say, hey, I bought you a motorcycle, you can say that if you show up with one of these, and these range in price anywhere. I looked this one up. That's about a $400 model, but you can pick stuff like these up for like $4 or $5. And this is a 748 Ducati. Where else are you going to get a 748 for like $4 or $5? I can't think of anywhere.
Well, I hear you on that one, Josh. Motorcyclists, I think we're all kind of kids at heart. I do love motorcycle-themed toys. I love the part two of the toy that you just pointed out, the models and things. I love that Lego every year seems to release more and more motorcycles and really cool Lego-based motorcycle toys. And I'm here for it. I love it. I love looking at them. I love playing with them. I think we're all kids at heart. And you're right, when it's gloomy and gray and like poo-poo out, I'd much rather look at my cool little motorcycle toys or read awesome motorcycle books as well. I'm kind of that guy for sure. Now, the second half of my gift that we just featured a hot second ago, which is Nelson-Rigg cover, the one step further than that is like the 2.0, the peak of motorcycle, getting in front of this theft issue that's going on, would be a GPS tracker. So that is my last gift for today's program. It's put out by Monimoto. This is the Series 7. It is $150, but your first 2 months subscription are free. After that, it's only $50 a year for an entire subscription. And what this is the middle-sized device. The black box gets hidden strategically on your motorcycle somewhere. The little fob goes on your keychain. If the key fob gets too far away from the box and it's moving, it alerts you on your cell phone. There is an app for it. It doesn't have to go very far for that app to immediately start firing off and letting you know that the motorcycle is being moved and the fob is not close enough, which means somebody else is moving your bike. I think that this is just very smart, very clever. Yes, there are many versions of this. Yes, there is even possibly, the Apple AirTags, but the AirTag alerts your phone. It lets you know that it is on there. This does not. This is hidden on your bike. You can, like I said, you can bury it under the seat somewhere. No one will ever know about it. The person stealing the bike won't know about it until the cops come and find them. And I am here for it. This is the Monimoto 7 tracker, and you can go find it on their website directly. Josh, what do you think about GPS trackers for motorcycles?
I like how that one works with the fact that if the fob is away and the bike moves, it's like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. To me, that's a great system. So that way, when something's up. I mean, you can move it around in your own garage and it's not going to be a problem. But if you go someplace and it moves and you're far enough, I think that's a great idea. I would suggest not going to find your bike yourself and just showing the police like, hey, look, here's my bike. Can we go get this together? Rather than I'm gonna go get it myself. Great stuff, great technology. I'm glad it's there. I mean, it's like you said, there's people can't always park in a locked garage or locked space. So that having the peace of mind in that is the next best thing. To me, speaking of peace of mind, if you want peace of mind that, okay, maybe you go out and do dumb things in dumb areas. Maybe a lot of those dumb areas are remote. And that being said, a lot of the times, most of us are riding in areas, let's face it, you go out to hit a country road. I'm out on trails and gravel roads, but in a lot of cases, you're taking back country roads to get there. You may not have cell phone communication. So to get something like the Zoleo or to get something like the Garmin InReach, what these do is these basically give you messaging and or phone capabilities via satellite through your phone. To me, these are just, I mean, you can go online and find thousands of cases where these have saved lives, be it hiking, be it motorcycling, be it mountaineering, whatever it is. When you go out and you get far away from people, you also get far away from help. The fact that you can use something like this, and most of them have like a $15 or $20 subscription model per month, it is a wonderful, wonderful thing. The fact that you can send text messages. They also have tracking options on them also. So unlike your motorcycle, if you stop moving for an extended length of time, they will call someone and be like, this person has not moved in a while. You need to check on it. So yes, to me, that is a big thing. I love these items. To me, like I said, huge life-saving devices. At least one should be in every group when you go out into remote areas, or like I said, if you're just riding in a rural area, you never know when you may need something like this. Or, like I said, you could have told someone that you're going to be at work and you need to make sure that you get that text message to pick up bread on the way home. Not that I've ever done anything like that, but you could be in a remote area and still get that text message. I think, I mean, this list, this is enough. I mean, this would be good to fill a stocking with. I mean, I think we covered most of the bases.
Well, I think we did cover a lot of bases here. This is not only stocking stuffers, but it is just year-round great gifts for the motorcycle or power sport enthusiast in your life. These gifts, almost every single one, it seems like, or just get them for Josh, or they're great birthday gifts, or whatever. Like I was just saying, these gifts are timeless. These gifts are things that any motorcyclist or power sport enthusiast would like to receive all year long. So make sure you go ahead, click that share button. Make sure you save this video to your saved videos so you can go back and check it out. Or, I mean, heck, maybe you're watching this and your significant other doesn't know what to get you. Just directly forward it to their email inbox. Just send them this video and just leave it there. Just with no comment, just let them know that perhaps there's something in today's show that you would like for yourself.
Or me.
And that is going to be it. Or buy it for Josh. Again, or buy it for Josh's birthday, or mine. It's in August. Anyway, so that's going to be it for today's show. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Have an awesome holiday. Let us know in the comments, what are you looking forward to this holiday? What's going to be under your tree or perhaps in your garage? Go ahead and stick it in the comments. We go back and read all of them and peek in and say hey. So have a great rest of your week, everybody. We will see you next week.